Holding XRP at 25 and holding XRP at 55 are not the same decision, even with the exact same number of tokens in your wallet. So what changes when you cross 45? What does your age silently rewrite in your strategy? And why does almost nobody talk about this honestly? Let's dive in. If you're over 45 and you're still holding XRP, this video is for you. Not for everyone in the XRP community. Not for the 22-year-old who just discovered the ledger last week. For you. Because the conversation online is loud, it's emotional, and most of the time, it's written as if every holder had 30 or 40 years ahead of them. Some of you do. That's great. But many of you don't. And that single fact, the amount of time you actually have left before this asset has to start working for you instead of with you, changes almost everything. It changes how much volatility you can absorb. It changes which mistakes are reversible and which ones aren't. It changes what long-term even means. I'm not here to attack XRP. I'm not here to promise you anything either. I just want to ask one calm question that almost no channel asks clearly. At your age, with XRP as your main vehicle, what is still realistic and what isn't anymore? Let's start with something simple. A 25-year-old holder and a 55-year-old holder can own the exact same 10,000 XRP. Same wallet, same chart, same news feed. But they're not playing the same game. The 25-year-old has roughly 40 years of compounding ahead. They can survive a 70% drawdown, wait 5 years, and still come out fine. The 55-year-old has maybe 10 to 15 years before they actually need this money to cover real expenses. Healthcare, mortgage payoff, helping kids, retirement. That difference isn't psychological, it's mathematical. Researcher Pfau has spent years documenting something called sequence of returns risk. The idea is brutally simple. A big loss early in retirement, or right before retirement, does far more damage than the same loss 20 years earlier. Why? Because you don't have time to wait it out. And if you have to sell during the dip to cover expenses, the loss locks in, permanently. For a 25-year-old XRP holder, a brutal 18-month bear market is annoying. For a 55-year-old XRP holder, 5 years away from slowing down, that same bear market can quietly delete a decade of plans. Same token, same drop. Two completely different stories. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. DALBAR publishes a study every year called the Quantitative Analysis of Investor Behavior. The 2022 to 2024 editions all point in the same direction. Retail investors consistently underperform the assets they hold by 3 to 5% per year. Not because the assets are bad, because of behavior. Panic selling near the bottom, FOMO buying near the top, switching strategies at the worst moment, checking the chart 14 times a day. And here's the part that hits harder. That underperformance gap tends to widen with age, not shrink. Because the emotional cost of a drawdown is heavier when you have less time to recover. Now overlay that with what Chainalysis has been tracking on XRP specifically. Retail XRP wallets, especially newer ones, show much higher churn than older, more passive wallets. People rotating in and out, trying to time the next announcement, selling on rumor, buying on hope. Meanwhile, looking at on-chain wallet distribution data from XRP Scan and BitHop, fewer than 1% of XRP wallets actually hold what could be called a complete retirement-sized position. Most holders are smaller, more emotional, more reactive. And if you're 45 or older, that behavior pattern costs you exponentially more than it would have at 25. Quick question for you in the comments. How many times in the last 12 months have you logged in just to check the price? Be honest with yourself. Let me zoom out for a second. Look at where we are in May 2026. XRP is up roughly 10% after the SEC resolution last month. XRP spot ETFs have pulled in around $1.29 billion. with Goldman Sachs alone reporting nearly 154 million. Bitcoin is sitting above 80,000. On April 30th, the executive order signed by President Trump opened the door for crypto inside retirement accounts. And on top of that, a recent industry survey shows roughly 30% of American adults, about 70 million people, now own some form of crypto. 61% of current holders say they plan to buy more. This is, almost by definition, peak optimism. And peak optimism is exactly when older holders make their most expensive decisions. Because when everything is green, the temptation is to behave like a 25-year-old again. Stack heavier, concentrate more, skip the boring stuff like tax planning, account structure, exit rules. I'm not telling you to be scared. I'm telling you that being 45 plus during a euphoric phase requires a different kind of discipline than being 25 during the same phase. Your downside is the same in percentage terms, but very different in life terms. If you've ever read anything about retirement planning, you've probably heard of the Trinity Study and the famous 4% rule. The idea that you can withdraw roughly 4% of a balanced portfolio per year, adjust for inflation, and reasonably expect not to run out of money over 30 years. It's a useful mental anchor for stocks and bonds. It does not translate to XRP or any single crypto asset. Why? Because the 4% rule was built on assets with long-term volatility around 15 to 20%. XRP, like most crypto, can move 60, 70, even 80% in a single cycle. If you start retirement, withdraw 4% of your XRP stack, and then XRP drops 70% in year 2, you've now effectively withdrawn way more than 4%. You've sold a chunk of your future at the worst possible price. This isn't an XRP problem specifically. It's the nature of any high-volatility asset used as a primary retirement vehicle. The takeaway isn't sell everything. The takeaway is, if XRP is your main retirement plan after 45, you probably need rules that account for crypto-level volatility, not stock-level volatility. That distinction alone separates the holders who reach 65 calmly from the ones who reach 65 staring at a chart. Let's get practical. I want to give you 3 adjustments that a 45-plus XRP holder can think about that don't require selling, panicking, or abandoning conviction. First adjustment. Clarify your timeline. Not long-term, not to the moon. A real number. Are you 10 years from needing this money? 15? 20? Once you have that number, your strategy starts writing itself. A 20-year horizon allows different decisions than a 7-year horizon. Vague timelines lead to vague behavior. Second adjustment. Separate the core from the play. A core position is the part you genuinely intend to hold through cycles. The play is the part you're willing to trade, take profits on, or rotate. Most holders mix the two in the same wallet and end up emotionally trading their core every time the market moves. Splitting them, even just on paper, is one of the simplest forms of discipline available. Third adjustment. Understand the structural tools available to you. The Trump executive order from April 30th changed something real. Crypto is now formally allowed in certain retirement account structures. There are ways to hold digital assets long-term that may carry different tax implications than holding them in a standard exchange account. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you to look at what exists. The links in the description point to neutral resources on retirement-oriented crypto accounts and on long-term crypto tax planning. If you're 45 plus and you've never looked into either, that gap alone might be worth more than the next 10% move on the chart. By the way, if this kind of calm, fact-first approach is what you came here for, a quick like and a subscribe genuinely helps the channel keep producing this style. No hype, no price predictions, just the conversation nobody else is having. I want to be very clear about something before we close. This video is not about telling you you're too old. That's not the point. Being 45, 50, 55, or 60 and holding XRP is not a problem. Plenty of people in that age bracket have built calm, structured positions and will be fine. What changes is the type of mistake you can afford to make. A 25-year-old can rebuild from almost any mistake. A 55-year-old can rebuild from most mistakes, but not all of them. So the goal isn't to behave fearfully. The goal is to behave deliberately. Stop copying the strategies of people who are 20 years younger than you and have nothing to lose. Their math isn't your math. Their patience isn't your patience. Their long-term isn't your long-term. Your conviction in XRP can stay exactly the same. What changes is the architecture around that conviction, the size of the position, the structure of the account, the exit rules, the withdrawal logic, the tax wrapper. Those things are completely under your control. They have nothing to do with the price. And that's the real message I wanted to leave you with today. A second question for the comments, and I genuinely want to read your answers. If you could speak to yourself the day you bought your first XRP, what would you tell that version of you about time?